If I could only recommend 5 exercises to strengthen your entire core, these are the exercises that I would give you. My name is Dr. Jared. This is a great home routine to increase core strength and eliminate aches and pains, especially those in your lower back. It's fast, it's effective. We're going to target all of your major core muscles in this one, and we're gonna do the whole thing together. Starting with one of my favorite exercises for your deepest core layer. This is for your transverse abdominis, or for the corset muscle that's deep in your abs. Let's get started with some reverse crunches. Go ahead and lie down on your back with your knees bent. The first step is to rock your pelvis posteriorly, so I want you to flatten your back down into the floor. Now let's contract that transverse abdominis by pulling the belly button in towards your spine. So take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, pull the belly button in towards your spine. That's going to contract that deepest core layer. Now what we're going to do is hold that while we perform the reverse crunch. Let's go ahead and get started. So hold that deep core contraction and then pull your knees up towards the ceiling and then return right back down to the floor. And so again, the most important part here is I want you to hold that deep core contraction, pull that belly button in towards your spine while you're performing these reverse crunches. And we're gonna try to do this one for 60 seconds. Now, if you need a little bit more of a challenge, once you become strong enough, or if this is too easy, you can just slowly start to extend your knees. And so the straighter my knees, the further my feet become away basically from my abs, and it just adds more pressure, increases the resistance. That's a great way to progress this exercise over time. Next, we're gonna go to a great exercise for your rectus abdominis muscles. This is your 6-pack. We're going to do a plank with this one. Now, the simple version of this would be a modified plank. Roll over onto your stomach, and we're going to prop up onto our elbows and onto our knees. You'll see that my back is nice and flat. My hips aren't too high, my hips aren't too low. And then, added bonus, you can actually add one of those deep core contractions on top of this by trying to pull your belly button up and in towards your spine. And we're gonna hold this position for 60 seconds. If you need to break that up, feel free to do so. If this is too easy, feel free to pop up into the full plank position. And so now I'm here on my toes and I'm up on my elbows, but everything else looks the same. Back is nice and flat. Pull the belly button up and in towards the spine, and we're gonna hold this for 60 seconds. Okay, now let's move into your obliques, or the muscles on the lateral side of your core. And so we've got external obliques, internal obliques. This one also targets your hip abductors a little bit, which is great for core strength, especially for lower back pain. This is a modified side plank. So I'm on my left side, I'm on my left elbow, and I'm on the outside of my left knee. So my left leg is bent, and then I'm using these core muscles right up here to pull my hips up towards the ceiling. We're gonna try to hold this one for 60 seconds. Again, if you need to break it up into 20 to 30 second intervals, we can certainly do that. Try to get to the 60-second mark. If you're ready to take this one to the next level on this would be the full side plank. So now I've extended my left leg, I'm still on my left elbow, I've got a nice straight line down my core, and that's the position that I would hold for the 60-second period. These lateral core muscles, well, the next one is gonna be over on the right side. So go ahead and let's flip over to the right. You can just roll over. I'm gonna flip over so that I can still talk to the camera over here. I was gonna say these lateral core muscles, here we go, 60 and pop up, are so important in core strength, core stability overall. but especially in lower back pain. Your hips play such an important role in stabilizing your pelvis and in providing this nice stable platform for your lower back to stack on top of. And so this is a great way that we can just improve stability in our entire core, including our hips, including our lower back, with these side plank exercises. We've got 30 seconds left. You can do it. Here we go. And then with exercise number 4, we're going to shift our focus to the back. We're going to target the glutes and the lower back. These two muscles have to work together to function pain-free. This is a great way to strengthen those with some bridges. Lie down on your back with your knees bent. We're going to contract the glutes to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Hold 1, 2, 3, and then slowly return right back down. Contract the glutes, hold the pelvis up in the air. 1, 2, 3. And then return right back down. I really want you to focus on your butt, focus on squeezing your glutes. That's where you should primarily feel this contraction. If this becomes too easy to do for 60 seconds, what we can do is progress this into a single leg bridge. I'm now going to kick my left leg out straight, and now I'm just going to use my right leg and my right glute to lift my hips up towards the ceiling. You could do this one for 30 seconds on the right and then 30 seconds on the left, or you can do 60 seconds on the right, pause the video, and then do 60 seconds on the left if you want to try to keep things even. And then finally, our last exercise is going to be one for your Erector Spinae group, or for your lower back muscles specifically. We're going to start this one with a swimmer exercise. Lie down on your stomach with your arms extended overhead. I'm going to lift my entire left leg off of the ground while I lift my entire right arm off the ground. And then return right back down, and then we're going to repeat on the left arm, right leg. And so we're just going to alternate arm and leg up towards the ceiling, just like this. As we do that for 60 seconds, you're going to feel that activate in those lower back muscles. This one's just a little more specific for that area, for that Erector Spinae area. Now here's the thing that I love about core strengthening. It doesn't need to take a lot of time, but it does need to be done consistently. So something like this, a workout like this, where it's only 5, 6, 7 minutes long, this is an efficient way to get in a lot of really good work. But again, I would encourage you to try to do this one consistently. So make sure you come back and do this one up to daily if possible. Nice job on this workout. I cannot wait to see you again, and I hope this helps. Thanks for joining me on Tone and Tighten.